Hello everybody, I'm Zenith Warrior Princess, the cutest of buns, and welcome once again to the Bun Squad Live, where I play one of the numerous different games in my collection, but also welcome to Fate Gay Night, where we gay it up with Fate. It is time for Fate's Day night. You know, we're playing through it, we're gonna have fun. None of Phil's interruptions, but Phil is here as well. How's it going, Phil?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm eating a peach. You're gonna have to deal with that for like the first half an hour of the stream. But yeah, we're gonna be going through Fate. If you guys don't know, which if you're watching this in post, then you obviously wouldn't. But essentially, we already tried to do session 9 last week, but we only got an hour in because there was a storm on Zen's end. And that
it was a very big storm. It was a snowstorm, but also, I don't know if you saw Nash's tweet about him saying like, "Oh, I can't stream today because of Comcast because I have 1 megabyte per second upload when I normally have 55." Well, I was at 1 megabyte per second upload when I normally have 40, and I pay for 40, and today it's free.
Yeah, fucking I've heard horror stories with fucking Comcast, so like, yeah, it's... Yeah, I completely get it. But that basically, what that basically means is that, like, for this stream, for like the first half an hour to an hour, I really do feel like we're gonna go a little bit faster, because we had a lot of, like, interruptions before we actually got started last time. It means that we're going to be going through stuff that Zen has already seen, because we've already, you know, gone over it. That said, what was I going to say?
Before we get started, and before we do a recap, yes. We just want to make a couple announcements. First of all, the Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc review is done. My buns, it is rendered. It is uploaded. It is ready to premiere. There is no copyright issues aside from one that, you know, we can get rid of very easily. And the only issue with that is, you know, monetization. But we can't monetize YouTube right now, so it doesn't even matter. And we can get it taken away easily. So, like, it's done. It's coming Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Bun Squad, be there. I've set the timer to start.
And if you're watching this
beforehand.
Wait, what do you mean beforehand?
Like, you know how we have the premiere started? We have like 5 minutes or so for the premiere, like when it's getting ready, so we can queue up.
Yeah.
And the final time for it is 2 hours, 23 minutes, 26 seconds. And that's including storyline.
Yeah, it's a fucking long one. Yeah, we've been waiting so long to... And hey, if you're watching this in post, this doesn't matter for you. Just go watch that video again, because it's already out by this point. But just go fucking watch it if you're watching this in post. Because we put a lot of fucking effort into it. Yeah, it's our biggest review so far. And
yet Phil managed to shave 40 minutes off of the original review, which was 3 hours.
Yeah, the original Fate review. Sorry, Fate. The original Danganronpa review on Zen's old channel was 3 hours long. So even with the added story, even with completion being added, even with fucking like all this different stuff that was like added to the review, we still cut off 40 minutes because just, no offense, baby, but your old videos have a lot of fluff.
Listen, I am very fluffy and cute, and I hadn't really settled on a format, and a lot of the time I put in jokes to fill space, and they didn't need to, so yeah. But yeah, so Danganronpa premieres this Monday at 7 p.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, then it's already premiered. Go and watch it. It's a big thing, and it has a lot of story, and it's gonna be fun. But yeah, we
Hell,
want to talk about that because this took
by the
the
time this is on
entire
YouTube,
year.
well, okay, the only reason it took an entire year was because fucking behind the scenes stuff. This should have been out much, like, even with it being a almost 2.5 hour long video, it should have been out much earlier. It's just that stuff happened on your end. You know, we started making it too late because you didn't have the game yet. Fucking shitty roommate. You wanted to build up a backlog. Then once I finally got all the audio, then like I had to like finish school, and there was like a month where I didn't do any of it because just like all my IRL stuff. The reason why this took so long is not just because the video is long. It's also because just shit happened behind the scenes. So we're trying to do everything in our power to make sure that when we get to Danganronpa 2, this shit won't happen again. We have a bunch of videos before Danganronpa 2 comes out, including but not limited to fucking the first patron review, which is something that Fruity requested, that being Transformers Animated. The next
Which
video
I
is gonna
have, which I have finally, like, I've finished watching Transformers Animated, and we're going to sit down either today
nice.
or tomorrow or whatever, and we're going to start scripting it. So that's in the works, but I have the Midnight Combo Pack, which has 2.5 episodes. 2 of them are recorded, 1 is scripted. Like, we have 3 Bun Squad episodes, not including the one that's already up.
Yeah, we have Edge of Destruction, Dracula. Dracula's gonna be the next one. That's gonna be the 2-year anniversary. It's gonna be like a tad late from the 2-year anniversary, but like not Scott Pilgrim fucking 2 months late. Like, no, this one's gonna be still relatively close to the 2-year anniversary, which I'm completely fine with. Yeah,
and we also have 2 more episodes scripted, like History of Bun Piece. We have Buggy all scripted, and Danganronpa the animation is technically scripted. We're just going over it again. So like a lot of this stuff is done and ready to go. And the basic way I've been doing things lately is get this Bun Squad video done. All right, let's watch the movie, script it, get the review out, play a game for Midnight Combo Pack, script that bit. Then do the next thing for the Bun Squad, then the next game for Midnight Combo Pack, so we can get that all together. And so far it's been working.
The plan is for Danganronpa 2 to be started by the end of the year, and then I'll just be left with all the videos that Zen has made in the meantime, and then hopefully by the time I'm all caught up with those videos, and it's finally time for like the next video to be Danganronpa 2, hopefully by then we have at least scripted it, and like Zen's in the process of recording it. Hopefully,
yeah.
And hell, hopefully,
it took a lot to record that one.
Yeah, hopefully even beyond that. Hopefully, like Zen's like knee deep into recording, but like we never know. You can never know with fucking long games like Danganronpa. So, yeah.
Dracula's not very much horror. Like, it is old school horror, but I don't think you need to be worried too much in that regard.
Nah, yeah, Ben, you don't have to be worried. Dracula is fucking goofy. It's a 1931 movie.
It's tame, and it's gonna be a funny episode. We
so
already
tame.
scripted some fun stuff.
And plus I would stay tuned for that episode, because at the end we have a very big announcement for the channel that I'd stay tuned for. It's not story related, it's just a big announcement that we have, so I would stay tuned for that episode.
Stuff that we've been working on for a little bit as this year has gone by, and we've kind of finished the archive stuff for the channel. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we've been shifting and sifting, but like we're finally kind of ironed out a few things and get from that. But yeah, so the next thing that we have on the docket is Transformers Animated. I'm going to be scripting with Phil's help, and then I'm going to start Darksiders, and that's going to be we're going to go from there. So yeah, it's going to be very nice. We're going to get stuff done. With that being said, Phil, why don't you give a recap of what happened before?
Yeah, I will. Sorry, I just saw something trending on Twitter. I'll leave that for a second. So
Teach me, Filip Sensei.
Yes. All right. Welcome to Teach Me, Filip Sensei. And today, we're going to be going over very quickly what happened in session 8. So instead of acting like a coward, we decided to join the Holy Grail War, and we went from there. And we said, we're gonna be a part of this Holy Grail War. We're not gonna fucking run away, and just which will just lead to our deaths anyway. So then we leave the church. Kirei's like, Yorokobe Shonen. He said the fucking thing.
Yorokobe Shonen.
And then we run into Ilias Fiel von Einsburn, who is another master in this Holy Grail War, who's German, but she has a fucking Russian hat on. Then we see that her servant is Berserker, and we find out his... And we see his, we find out his identity very early on, and that identity is Hercules.
Or Heracles, as it's supposed to be called, but yeah.
Well, depends on the translation. They fucking flip-flop between that shit all the time. I do know that in the anime English translation for the dub, they do stick with Hercules. With that said, we get absolutely bodied by Hercules, fucking at least one of the bad ends.
And then we die.
We not only die in the bad end, but we die in the not bad end. We die just in the proper fucking story as well.
It turns out that Shirou is Jesus and has magical resurrection powers.
But when Shirou wakes up, he's completely fine. He's all bandaged up, and we see Rin in our house, who is in the process of explaining shit from last night. So, with that being said, want to continue, Zen?
Yeah. First thing I will say, Rin is very cute today, and I'm sorry, it's a full moon. I am very gay today. Girls, redeem your points. Girls.
And yes, Ben, Fairly Odd Parents will be after Fairly Odd Parents will be after Danganronpa 2. Actually, let me double check when in the fucking...
pull up that schedule. That schedule.
Yeah, it's when I type in docs on my PC, fucking it immediately goes to the schedule first and foremost because I just keep going to it.
Mine usually goes to game plan because I have games on the mind, but that's my midnight combo pack schedule.
Yeah. Fairly Odd Parents is literally the next one after Danganronpa 2. So after Danganronpa 2, Fairly Odd Parents is the next video immediately afterwards. So
we have a big video, but then we have Channel Chasers as a nice happy medium. You'll see what we mean once we put this one out.
Yeah, Channel Chasers will be a smaller one because it's not even a full season of Fairly Odd Parents. It's just a special.
It's a movie, and it's a really good movie, but in any case, Yorokobe Shonen. Let us begin. I'm interested in that, and I also want to know what happened last night. It's stupid not to ask, so I ask about yesterday. That's what we did the previous time where we had bad interminets, and we had to scrap the entire episode because we were running so many dropped frames. 1,500 dropped frames. That was a lot of dropped frames. So we're going to ask about yesterday. Even if I'm not going to listen to her, I have to know the situation I'm in first. And one thing you'll notice, because we have seen this dialogue before, if you've seen the dialogue...
I was just going to say, yeah.
If you've seen the dialogue before, it doesn't scroll, so you know that it's not new dialogue, which is really interesting. I like this version of Fate simply because everything's collected so well. But as Ben can attest, trying to get it to work, trying to get it installed, that's a nightmare.
Well, also Ben's computer is really stupid because stuff it should be doing, it just doesn't do. So I don't know why. Some of the stuff some of the problems he's ran into, I've never seen people run into with Fate. So his computer's really weird in regards to that. By the way, Ben did redeem 500 points to Chug.
Okay, time for my cinnamon hard cider.
While she's chugging, I want to give a shout out to everyone who WWE has apparently just released. Fucking John Morrison, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Tegan Knox, Fucking Drake Maverick got released again. Fucking idiots. Shane Thorne, Jackson Riker, you know, you guys.
Hashtag Zen Rassel when.
Like, even a certain person on here who's a bit of a fucking white supremacist. Like, you know, no one deserves that, like, have their jobs just, like, dropped like that because of fucking quote-unquote budget cuts. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it. We're not gonna hop on it because I don't want to make this a WWE hate fest.
Zen Rassel when. I just want to talk about the S movement. I want to talk about the S movement.
Fucking Bryan Danielson just turned heel in AEW. It's like fucking crazy shit. I love it.
I want to talk about Bootios. Even if I'm going to listen to her, I have to know the situation I'm in first. I have to know where I am before I go somewhere else. That is the basic principle of a journey. Unless it's the game Journey, where... Well, actually, no, that is the principle of Journey, too. You know where you're going. The destination isn't what matters, it's the journey. I want to know what happened yesterday first. Hey, Master Doom Samus.
I mean, that's basically the Mario movie. The original 93 one.
Mario Zaniskai. Also, hello, new people. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever Twitch things.
Yeah, first time chat from, hold on, let me see how your name is pronounced. Inutai Hanyo. Hello, Inutai Hanyo. How's it going?
Welcome. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that follow button. We're playing some Fate. I want to know what happened yesterday first. That's right. Knowing the current situation comes first. Wow, you're pretty smart. And I'm getting echo from you, Mr. Phil.
Echo? What do you mean? I have my mic up. I actually put my mic up just now.
I heard echo coming from your end in my headphones. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Yep.
Inu for short is fine. Okay.
Inu. It means puppy. Or dog. Tosuka smiles contentedly and describes what happened yesterday. And this is a blind run. I've only...
Yep.
I've played a little bit of it, but like we're nearing the point where it just becomes blind.
Yeah. Essentially, what happened was last year Zen had read up to like day 4 of the Fate route, and now we are literally on day 4 of the Fate route. We're almost at the literally. I think she ended right at the beginning of the scene after this one. So yeah, this stream we're gonna be fully caught up with what she's played, and from here it's completely like just blind for the rest of the
I'm gonna be blindfolded for the entire stream. Yeah. It seems that Berserker left after I fell unconscious. She tells me that my body started to heal itself and that it looked fine after about 10 minutes because he's Jesus. And she says she brought me here since I didn't regain my consciousness even when my wound had healed. And that's where we are right now. The important thing here is that you survived on your own. I did help you, but it was your own power that healed that wound. Don't mistake that part. Your own power. I still think he's Jesus. It seems that way from what you told me, so you didn't heal it? Here's the thing. There are certain things that I joke about, but this line kind of gets me because she literally just said it was your own power, and he's like, wait, you didn't heal me? No.
I think this is just more of a case of like it's not just like Shirou like being dumb. It's more so of just like a syndrome of like the writers just need to like have dialogue just repeat, just like fucking what am I trying to say? Like in Metal Gear, for example, where Snake
Metal
just
Gear.
Like,
Colonel.
Like where he's,
Questions.
like where he's just always like asking like a question, like just of something he just heard, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I
think it's
haven't
almost
played a lot
writing
of Metal
thing.
Gear, but I know, like, it's just like, Metal Gear, Metal Gear, Metal Gear.
So, you got any questions?
Questions. By the way, first day back from my Disney vacation. Welcome back, Fruity Groovy. I'm sorry that you're sick, but I'm sending all my bun energy towards you.
Welcome to the club.
Of course not. I can't do anything like revive a dying person anymore. Emiya Shirou himself healed his own wounds. What can I do now that she said that? Kidney Land is better. With Walt Kidney. My stomach is certainly healed, but I have doubts about Tosca's story. I can't use healing magic, let alone revival magic. Then the cause must be the servant. I still think he's Jesus. Listen, if Dresden Files can bring us the Fist of God as a character. But I want to send Bun energy. You need to feed the buns. The bunnies are there for cuteness.
That's what this fucking train is fueled on. Don't you know, Fruity?
This entire stream is fueled on Bunergy. Bunergy.
That doesn't mean we're killing bunnies. That just means that like we're fucking using their energy.
It's like that thing in Dragon Ball Z where everyone gives them the energy for the spirit bomb. Your servant must be really powerful, or something went wrong during the summoning. Well, I think it's both, but I think some kind of line formed between you two.
Line? Line って使い魔と魔術師を結ぶ因果線のこと?
A line? You mean like the karmic line connecting a familiar and a magus?
ほら、ちゃんと使い魔の知識はあるじゃない。
Oh, so you have a working knowledge of familiars. Well, you see, Kana and Chiaki are my familiars, so I know a lot about them.
なら話は早いわ。要するにエミヤ君とセイバーの関係は普通の主人と使い魔の関係じゃないってこと。
Then this should be easy to explain. In other words, Emiya-kun and Saber's relationship is not a normal relationship like the one between a normal master and their familiar. It's a bit sexier than that, but, you know, this is Japan, so we aren't entirely sure they're of age yet.
見たところセイバーには自然治癒の力もあるみたいだから、それがあなたに流れてるんじゃないかな。
It looks like Saber has natural healing powers, so some of that may be flowing into you.
普通は魔術師の能力が使い魔に付与されるんだけど、あなたの場合は使い魔の特殊能力が主人を助けてるってわけ。
Yes, this is real to Nua, and yes, they're totally 18. That's what the American version says, so they're totally 18 because Japan. Right, yes.
Yeah, just to yeah. So Inu, just because you're new here, I've already said this a couple of times throughout the this read through, but just because you're new here, yeah, we are playing Rialto Newer, which means we are going to be doing the replacement Rialto Newer scenes for the H scenes. But what we're going to be doing is once the routes are over, we're going to be going back for any bad ends that we miss along the way, because I'm not going to be telling Zen what is or isn't a bad end, with like 2 or 3 exceptions. Because there are some that I want her to experience on her first time, but the rest I'm just gonna leave like her to like see and find out. So after we're done with the route, we're gonna be coming back to get any of the bad ends we didn't see, and 2, we're gonna be going back to the H scenes, which we're obviously gonna be censoring, and there's no voice acting, so we don't have to worry about it. It's just like the fucking horny music. So we're gonna be putting something on screen, and while Zen reads
funny.
the H scenes.
Something funny.
That said, for Heaven's Feel, we are going to be experiencing the H scenes first, and then going back to the replacement scenes after we're done. And that has to do with the H scenes being quote unquote important to Heaven's Feel.
It's
quote,
part
unquote.
of the plot.
The anime adaptations included the sex scenes. So hey, if they're including it, we gotta fucking read them on the first time.
Okay. Anyway, normally the Magus' power flows into the familiar, but in your case, the familiar's power is flowing into you and helping you out.
簡単に言って川の水が下から上に流れているようなもんか。
So putting it simply, it's like a river flowing upstream.
うまい例えね。本来ならありえないだろうけど、セイバーの魔力ってのは川の流れを変えるほど膨大なんでしょ。そうでなければ、あの体格でバーサーカーとまともに打ち合うなんて考えられない。
That's a good way to put it. It is not naturally possible, but I bet Saber's magical energy is so great that it can even change the flow of a river. That's the only reason she's able to go against Berserker with her small size.
There you go on Zen. Ryan redeems 900 points for girls.
Girls, like, Rin is so cute, and do you see her outfit and her expression? Just, like, super cute, and why are the girls in every game so cute? Like, just, I love girls. Girls are awesome.
Yeah, Inu fucking Nasu loves this shit. And, like, I like it. A lot of the time I really like it, but unfortunately it leads to, like, one of my more, like, sluggish parts of the visual novel, especially when we get to Heaven's Feel, and that's that the expositions can sometimes go for fucking ever.
People die when they are killed.
Yeah, you're not original for that, Zen. But yeah, it's like... Kira especially is like the biggest offender for fucking, like, exposition dumps.
Not naturally possible. Then, is the relationship between you and Archer that of a normal Magus and familiar? Yeah, we're not very sexy because we're not the same age. There's a very big age difference, and that would be creepy.
Yep.
そうよ。人の言うこと全然聞かないやつだけど、一応そういう関係。
Yes, he doesn't listen to much of what I say, Baka, but we still do have such a relationship. A normal one, not like you and Saber where you're constantly thirsting for her.
マスターとサーバントのつながりなんてガソリンとエンジンみたいなものだもの。こっちが魔力を提供して、あっちがそれを食べるだけ。
The connection between a servant and a master is like that of a gasoline. A gasoline? That of gasoline and an engine. That's spelling mistake number one. We provide the magical energy and the servant just uses it.
まあ中には肉体面でもサーバントと共有して疑似的な不死を得たマスターもいたそうよ。サーバントが死なない限り自分も死なないなんていうやつなんだけど。エミヤ君、人の話聞いてる？
Well, I guess there have been some masters who shared their physical bodies with their servants to obtain fake immortality, not dying until their servants are dead. Something like that. Hey, are you listening, Emiya-kun? Hey, McFly, Earth to McFly! I love that face. She's just like... Are you even listening to me? Like, come on, I'm putting all this effort into explaining. Yeah, I'm listening.
じゃあトサカ、俺の体って多少の傷はほっといても治るってことか。
Then, are you saying most wounds on my body will heal even if I don't do anything?
Saying we're gonna be doing real Tenua because, like, otherwise, like, fucking. Especially this is the Ultimate Edition. The Ultimate Edition mod that was made. So we have like some of the perks like widescreen, which we're not using because widescreen just doesn't fit with
Because
Fate, like,
you didn't want me to use widescreen. That was your call, not mine. I suggested widescreen, but you're like, no, we can't do that. No.
No, because listen, it crops the CGs. There's like text error because like the text fucking like glitches out because like because the PC version wasn't made for widescreen. Like it's, you know, it's not a game made for widescreen. It's better just to play in 4:3.
Whatever you say, you're my editor. You have to make things look good, so whatever. Meh. Meh, 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 meh. Sorry. It's okay, I'm not dying. I'm good. Let me just have a sip of my drink.
Oh, fucking nice, Inu. You're a playtester on that.
Alright. Using your servant's magical energy, I don't know how, but I'm sure the cause is in Saber's materialization. I know you haven't learned the curse of self-healing. The curse? That sounds like a gift.
当たり前だ。そんな難しいこと、親父から教えてもらったことないからな。
Of course not. My father never taught me anything that difficult.
そうじゃなくて、そうだったら私が悩む必要はなかったっていうことよ。
Aw, stop being so cute.
あなたには関係のない話だから。
No, I mean, if that is the case, I've nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with you, Baka. It's not like I like you or anything. Nani? What is it? Tosuka's words are indirect and hard to follow.
まあいいわ。とにかくあまり無茶はしないこと。
Oh well, just don't do anything reckless. Anything too reckless. Well, yeah, to be fair, Shirou is already reckless, so yeah.
今回は助かったからいいけど、次にあんな傷を負ったらまず助からないはずだから。多少の傷なら治るなんていう甘い考えは捨てた方がいいでしょうね。
I guess immortality could be a curse. I guess. It's good that you survived this time, but you won't survive if you take that kind of wound again. You shouldn't get any optimistic hopes that you'll survive any major wounds. I say as I brush my hair backwards.
分かってる。俺が勝手に怪我して、それでセイバーから何かをもらってるなんていうのは申し訳ない。
I understand. I feel bad about taking damage and having Saber help me.
そんな理由じゃないわよ。断言してもいいけど、あなたの傷を治すと減るのはセイバーの魔力だけじゃない。
Baka. That's not the reason. I'm sure you're not just using Saber's magical energy to heal your wounds.
あなた、それ絶対なんか使ってるわ。
You're definitely using something.
寿命とか性分とか預金残高とか、ともかく何かが減りまくってるに違いないんだから。
Rin is my best girl, but only because she's the cutest, but I have a soft spot for Saber. I don't know what it is, your lifespan, your luck, or your savings account, but you're definitely using something up. Rin, I don't think the savings account is a part of this.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be fucking surprised.
Tosuka gives a humph once again. I feel the same way, but...
遠坂、預金残高は関係ないのでは。
Tosuka, doesn't my savings account have nothing to do with this? If there's even a 1% chance that what's that line in friggin' Batman v Superman? If there's even a
1% chance that he's our enemy, then we have to take it as an absolute certainty.
If there's even a 1% chance that you're using your savings account to heal yourself, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. Tosuka, doesn't my savings account have nothing to do with this?
関係あるわよ。魔術ってのは金食い虫なんだから。使ってればどんどんお金は減っていくものなの。
Of course it does. Magic uses up your money, so it's something that drains your money the more you use it. I guess.
そうでなければ許さないんだから。特に私が。
I won't allow myself to be wrong. If I am wrong, I will change the rules. I will alter the deal so that I am not wrong. I have altered the rules. Pray I don't alter them any further. I love her mad gift.
Perfect time for Ben to have redeemed 1,500 points for a mini review.
What is the mini review on?
Review on the Santa Claus Tim Allen movie.
It hasn't held up that much. I used to like it as a kid. I think it's very fun and cheesy, but there are some things that are very creepy, especially the fact that like he keeps going to like children's playgrounds and the children come up to him, and there's some things that really are not PC in that movie.
Stop! It's supposed to be whimsical.
There's some things where like the parents should notice, and like the presence of Santa actually being real like changes some things, but overall I do enjoy the movie. I love like the, seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing. I think that's an interesting idea, and I personally like the movie, but there is some creepy stuff there, I'm not gonna lie.
I actually prefer the second and third movie to the first one. I don't know why, I just really like those.
The third movie's really good, surprisingly. Also, screw the rules, I have money.
Yeah, Jack Frost as a kid fucking scared me from watching it in the theater.
Tosuga Rin erupts with the fires of personal grudges. Hellfire, dark fire. This tsundere is pissed. It's strange. The more I talk with her, the more I understand that this is the real Tosuga Rin, and that the Tosuga at school is just a mask she puts on. Which is the one with the Toothinator? The Toothinator is the best. No, it's something I had realized already yesterday.
まあ、お金の話は置いとくとして。
Well, putting the part about money
次
aside,
は真面目な話だけど、いいかしら、エミヤ君。
I'll be serious. Is that alright, Emiya-kun? Why so serious?
遠坂がここに残った本題ってやつだろ。いいよ、聞こう。
That's why you stayed here, right? Alright, I'll listen.
じゃあ率直に聞くけど、エミヤ君、あなたこれからどうするつもり？
Then I'll be direct about it. What are you planning to do from now on? She asks directly the one question I don't want to be asked. No, that's not it. It's not that I don't want her to ask me, but I haven't made up my mind yet. Shirou, wanna know how I got these scars? I'm the one who wants to ask. What do I do now?
正直わからない。聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術師同士の戦いなんてしたことがない。
Honestly, I don't know. You say I should fight for the Holy Grail, but I've never been in a fight between magi.
第一、俺は。
First of all, I want to try to avoid killing people, and most of all,
聖杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。
I'm not interested in something mysterious like the Holy Grail.
欲しくないもののために命を張るのはどうかと思う。
I'm not too sure about risking my life for something I don't want.
言うと思った。あなたね、そんなこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
I knew you'd say that. He'll be killed by your servant if you say something like that. Baka.
殺されるってどうして？
What? But why would I?
サーバントの目的も聖杯だから。
Because the servant's goal is also the Holy Grail.
彼らは聖杯を手に入れるという条件だからこそマスターの召喚に応じているのよ。
They can be summoned by the masters because the condition on their summoning is that they obtain the Holy Grail.
サーバントにとって最も重要なのは聖杯なの。
The most important thing for a servant is to obtain the Holy Grail.
彼らは聖杯を手に入れる可能性があるからマスターに従い、時にマスターのために命を落とす。
They obey their master and risk their life for their master because they have a chance of obtaining the Holy Grail. Do you think they want the Holy Grail? I get the feeling that they might want the Holy Grail.
だっていうのに聖杯なんていらないよなんて言ってみなさい。裏切り者と切り殺されても文句は言えないでしょ。
So just try saying that you don't want the Holy Grail. You can't complain even if they kill you and call you a betrayer.
なんだそれ。おかしいじゃないか。サーバントっていうのはマスターが呼び出したものなんだろ。
What is that? That's weird because servants are what the master summons, right?
なら。
So
サーバントが無償で人間に従うなんて思ってたの？
do you think a servant would obey a human for no reward?
聖杯は手に入れた者の望みを叶える。それはマスターの守護者であるサーバントも例外じゃない。
The Holy Grail grants the wish of whoever obtains it. The servant of the master obtains it is no exception.
サーバントたちにもね、それぞれ何らかの欲望があるのよ。だからこそ彼らが本来や
The
るような
true
召喚に応じて
mastermind of the Holy Grail is Jay-Z. Even the servants have their own wishes. That is why they respond to the otherwise impossible summons.
聖杯を手に入れるためにマスターがサーバントを呼び出すじゃない。
It's not that the masters are summoning the servants to obtain the Holy Grail.
聖杯が手に入るからサーバントはマスターの呼び出しに応じるのよ。
The servants are answering the master's call because they can obtain the Holy Grail. Curse you, rap gods. Well, I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from front to back nod. Now, who thinks their arms are long enough to rap the slapbox? They say I rap like a robot, so call me Rapbot. I don't know the rest of the words. Rapping is in my jeans. Got a laptop in my back pocket. My pen will go over when I half cock it.
Man, that's some sick bars, girl.
Servants have their own desires? Then does that mean Saber has a wish she wants the Holy Grail to grant? No. She only came back to life when she was a supernatural being dead. I wonder why.
Holy Grail.
だからサーバントはマスターが命令しなくとも他のマスターを消しにかかる。
Holy Grail.
聖杯を手に入れるのは一人だけ。自分のマスター以外に聖杯が渡るのは彼らだって承知できないのよ。
That's why the servants try to eliminate other servants even without orders from their masters. Only one can obtain the Holy Grail. There can be only one Highlander. And oh no, they clipped me rapping. Oh god, I'll share that later. They cannot accept other masters obtaining the Holy Grail. In other words, there can be only one.
マスターと違ってサーバントには霊樹を奪うなんてことはできない。彼らが他のマスターを無力化するには殺す以外に方法がない。
Unlike their masters, they don't have the power to take away the command spells, so the only way they can disarm other masters is to kill them. So they are literally disarming them.
だからね、たとえマスター本人に戦う意志がないとしても、戦いは避けられないのよ。
So even if the master has no intention of fighting, battle is inevitable. It is inevitable. I am inevitable, and I am Iron Man.
サーバントに襲われたマスターは自分のサーバントでこれを撃退する。それが聖杯戦争なんだって綺麗から嫌っていうほど聞かされたでしょ。
A master who is attacked by a servant must fight it off with their own servant. You heard enough from Kirei to know that this is the nature of the Holy Grail War, right?
ああ、それは昨日の夜教えられた。
Yeah, he told me that last night.
けど、
Oh, also we got first time chat from Noel CT. What?
Noel
How do you
CT.
say- Noel CT. Okay. Hi. Welcome
Hi, Noel.
to the stream.
I'm guessing that's my friend Noel from the movie nights, because we do have a friend in our review group that's Noel. I believe that's him. But yes, hi Noel. Did you know that death means not alive? That means allowing your servant to try to kill other servants. Oh, hey Noel, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. You're awesome. And it was nice hanging out the other day. For those not in the loop, we have a movie night that we go to at our friend's house every other week. It's usually me, Noel, Lewis, or Linkara, as you know him, and Crimson and Aspiri and some of our other friends, and we watch movies. For the first one that we went to after all the pandemic shenanigans, we had Iron Monkey and Wing Chun, which were good martial arts movies, and then last night we saw Shang-Chi, and Jet Li's Fearless, and it was a lot of fun, and we riff him, and I think we agreed that Shang-Chi is like Fast 10 because of all the family references. Family. But yeah, welcome to the stream. That means allowing your servant to try to kill other servants. I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with other masters. But if the servants are once summoned to obtain the Holy Grail... Shang in the Shirius. ten Shang, 10 Shirius. I thought it would be over if I reached a compromise with other masters, but if the servants are once summoned to obtain the Holy Grail, and if it's true that they will not give it up, then a battle between the servants is inevitable. Then the girl that fought to protect me is also ready to kill or be killed to obtain the Holy Grail.
なんてことだ。英霊だかなんだか知らないけど、セイバーは人間だ。昨日だってあんなに血を流してた。
That's awful. I don't know about this heroic spirit thing, but Saber is human. She was bleeding badly yesterday too. Okay, Shirou, buddy.
What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say that she's not human?
She's not human. She's literally someone who went to.
I'm gonna side with Shirou on this one. Like, you know, and this is actually a big part of the route. It's that like Saber doesn't see herself as a human. Like she sees herself as just a soldier, and that kind of leads to like a toxic view of herself that we'll get into.
But she's superhuman. She's clearly someone who died.
She's still a human, though. It's like, I agree with Shirou here. It's like people just take servants as like weapons to like just be disposable, and like they don't view them as people with thoughts and feelings. It's like they you know, and Saber takes herself like as this kind of like, she kind of views herself as this mechanical machine. So I don't blame Shirou like in like taking an objection to this.
Okay, I will agree to that point, but I'm just saying, you know, there is humanity to them, but they aren't technically human.
その点は安心して。サーバントに生死はないから。 サーバントは絶命しても本来の場所に帰るだけだもの。英霊っていうのはもう死んでも死なない現象だからね。戦いに敗れて殺されるのは当事者であるマスターだけよ。
Oh, don't worry about that part. There's no life or death for the servants. Even if servants are eliminated, they just go back to where they belong. Heroic spirits are a phenomenon. They can't be killed. They're like me, the ghost bunny. The only ones that can be killed during a fight are the masters.
いや、だからそれは。
They're humanity-ish. they're human adjacent.
Human adjacent. Schrodinger's human.
I'm both human and not human at the same time. I mean, I'm just gonna say they're ghost bunnies at this point. No, but still, even if it's a temporary death, there's still the fact that something human-shaped has disappeared from this world.
何、人殺しだっていうの？魔術師のくせにまだそんな正義感振り回してるわけ？あなた。
What? Are you saying it's murder? Are you still carrying such a sense of justice even though you're a magus? Her comment is only natural. As a magus, Death is always right beside me. Oh, hi, Death. How's it going?
Aren't you supposed to be in Castlevania?
Have we mentioned people die when they are dead? Apparently not when it's Shirou. Death is always right beside me. Death is a good poker player. But he's very bad at Twister, as I found out. Alright, later, Noel. I understand it, and I'm already prepared for that. But still, I'm not strong enough to judge people's deaths as good or bad.
当然だろう。相手を殺すための戦いなんて俺は付き合わない。
Of course, I won't participate in a fight to the death.
へえ、それじゃあミスミス殺されるのを待つだけなんだ。で、勝ちを他のマスターに譲るのね。
Death cheats at Mahjong. No, that's Batman. I'm Batman. And I did not lose at Mahjong. Nothing is random. Oh, so you're just going to wait for the others to kill you? You're ceding the victory to other masters?
そうじゃない。要は最後まで残っていればいいんだろ。自分から殺し合いをする気はないけど、身を守るための戦いなら容赦はしないさ。
That's not it. The point is to survive to the end, right? I don't have any intention of killing others, but I'll have no mercy in a fight to protect myself.
人を殺しに来る相手なら逆に殺されても文句は言えないだろう。
If the opponent is out to kill me, they won't complain if they're killed in return, right? And I agree with this point, but I still believe this is worded very real. It's like someone goes and is like, ha, I'm going to kill you. And you kill him back. Hey, you can't complain. I'm going to kill you. You can't complain. It's almost like Danganronpa. You can't complain from dying when you know when you're out to kill me.
受けに回るんだ。それじゃあ他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するのね。例えば昨日のあいつが暴れ回って町の人間を皆殺しにしても無視するってわけ？
Dead people can't complain. Shocking. Oh, so you'll be staying on the defensive. Then you'll just be observing what other masters are doing, right? So, even if someone like yesterday goes around killing everyone, you're going to ignore it? Someone like yesterday. Doom doom. She must mean that inhuman monster. Hey, you just said that Saber was human. You can't have it both ways. I'm a ghost bun and I complain all the time. That is correct. But I'm a ghost. I have that luxury. Superhuman strength that allows the destruction of a house or two with a single blow. Certainly, if that thing wished, this town could be in ruins in just one night. And on top of that, the problem is that the servants are normally in spirit form. Humans can't see those in spirit form. Phil, I have a question. You can see me, right?
Yes. Wait,
Like-
I'm supposed to see you? I've just been looking like at the screen this entire time. There's no one on screen. I was supposed to see you?
God damn it, he's right. Humans can't see me when I'm in ghost form.
No, I can see you, baby. I can always see ghosts. I see dead people.
Oh, they're ghosts. Day one in the ghost house. I'm with the ghosts in the ghost butts. Oh god. Linkara showed me. I have a story to tell. It won't take too long. On the night of Linkara's wedding, we went back to his house while I was getting my phone charged so I could get a ride back, like an Uber back to my apartment. And Linkara puts on some YouTube videos. And he introduced me to the ghost house. Day one at the ghost house. What if I'm a ghost? Oh shit. Like the entire series of videos. And I'm just like... It was the best time. It was the best time.
Yes.
So that's a memory I will always treasure. Granted, he didn't show me llamas with hats. I already knew llamas with hats because Carl, that kills people. But I will always treasure Lewis for showing me the ghost house. But since the servants can affect the real world as spirits, you could call them the most powerful weapon. But I thought that was a fart. With the technology we have now, there are no weapons that can affect a spiritual being. Our attacks are useless against them, and their attacks can damage us. It's not just a one-sided game. Murder by a servant is like a natural death for normal people. Death caused by an invisible killer will just be treated as accidental death or suicide. I've got it. I've got it. Freddy Krueger is a servant. Freddy Krueger has to be a servant. Think about it. Like, there's no other explanation. And now, someone show me a girl version of Freddy Krueger that fits in with Fate.
なんだよそれ。サーバント。いや、マスターとサーバントは他のマスターしか襲わないんじゃないのか。町の人たちは無関係だろう。
What is that? Servants? No. Masters and servants don't just attack other masters. Other people have nothing to do with them, right?
ええ、そうだったらどんなに平和なことか。けど、それなら見届け役の綺麗なんていらないでしょ。
Yeah, I really wish that was the case, but if it were, you wouldn't need a supervisor like Hirei, would you? Of course, he does nothing anyway, but still.
一つ言い忘れていたけど、サーバントっていうのは例なの。彼らはもう完成したものだから、今以上の成長はない。
I should have said earlier, servants are spirits. They are already complete, so they don't grow.
けど、燃料である魔力は別よ。
But magical energy used as fuel is different.
蓄えた魔力が多ければ多いほど、サーバントは生前の特殊能力を自由に行使できるわ。
The more magical energy they have available, the more the power they can use. The more they can use the powers they had in life. I can talk good, well.
そのあたりは私たち魔術師と一緒なんだけど、あなたこの意味わかる？
That part is the same as for us magi. Do you understand? And thank you so much for 100 messages already. It's only been an hour.
わかる。魔術を連発できるってことだろ。
Yeah, it's okay, we're still on the lore dumps. We're nearing the end of this scene with Rin, but
We're
we just have to
basically at the point where like I'm gonna start being blind. We're very close.
Very close, yeah.
I do. So they can use the magic repeatedly, right? You could say magical energy is the gunpowder to fill a gun, and the magus is the gun itself. The type of gun depends on the magus's abilities. Pistol, rifle, machine gun, shotgun. I prefer cannon myself. Using that metaphor, servants are cannons. Using a large amount of gunpowder, they fire a large bullet.
そうよ。けどサーバントたちは私たちみたいに自然からマナを提供されてるわけじゃない。
Oh my god.
基本的に彼らは自分の中だけの魔力で活動する。
I just had a thought.
Fate
Fate's Stay Night is basically the equivalent of that Fall Out Boy song, Sugar We're Going Down. A loaded god complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down and early round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be another one with the bullet. A loaded god complex, cock it and pull it. I mean,
Oh my god.
how is that not fate? How is that not fate? That's right. Servants aren't given their mana by nature. They act with the magical energy inside them.
それを補充するのが私たちマスターで、サーバントは自分の魔力プラス主であるマスターの魔力分しか生前の力を発揮できないの。
We masters supply it, so servants can only use their powers using their own magical energy plus the magical energy of their master.
けどそれだとあなたみたいに半人前のマスターじゃ優れたマスターにはかなわないってことになるでしょ。
Hold on one second. Hey Cody, do you want another blanket? No, this one's fine. Okay. It's very cold in the house, so...
Yeah.
Okay. But that means an amateur master like you would be no match for other masters, right?
その抜け道っていうか、当たり前って言えば当たり前の
I'll
方
be
法
right
なんだ
back
け
then.
れど、
Just give me a bit,
サー
but
バ
you
ント
can
は
just keep going.
他から魔力を補充できる。
How dare. So, there's a loophole. Well, I guess you could call it an obvious answer. Servants can supplement their magical energy from other sources.
サーバントは霊体だから同じものを食べてしまえば栄養は取れるってこと。
Servants are spirits, so they can get nourishment from eating things that are like them. They eat souls. Nourished by eating things that are like them?
同じものって霊体のことか。けど何の霊を食べるって言うんだよ。
Things like them? You mean spirits? But what kind of spirits would they eat?
簡単でしょ。自然霊は自然そのものから力を汲み取る。
Oh, they're eating soul food. It's a simple answer, really. Nature spirits obtain power from nature itself.
なら人間霊であるサーバントは一体何から力を汲み取ると思う？
So where do you think servants, human spirits, get their power from? Well, it depends on what kind of vampire you are, because there's like the sex vampires that, you know, get their magic from sex, or from blood, but there's some that eat souls, so it could be one of those three. So they're vegans. Oh. It is a simple answer. As we humans eat meat, the human spirits...
ごめんと。 まあ魔力の補充なんて聖杯に補助されたマスターからの提供だけで大抵は事足りる。
Exactly. Usually they replenish enough magical energy from their master.
けど一人より大勢の方が大量摂取できるのは当然でしょ。
But it's obvious that one gets more magical energy from many people rather than just one person, right? I have the answer. Orgy. Simple, isn't it? I mean, everyone gets energy.
はっきり言ってしまえばね、実力のないマスターはサーバントに人を食わせるのよ。
To put it bluntly, a weak master makes his servant eat humans.
サーバントは人間の原感情や魂を魔力に変換する。
Servants transform human emotions and souls into magical energy.
自分のサーバントを強くしたいのならそれが一番効率がいい。人間を殺してサーバントへの生贄にするマスターは決して少なくないわ。
Human goes great with demon sauce. See, these people would be very at home in New Vegas, in that casino. That is the most efficient way to make your servant more powerful. There are many masters who kill humans as sacrifices for their servant.
生贄にするって、それじゃ手段を選ばないやつがマスターならサーバントを強くするために人を殺しまくるってことなのか？
As sacrifices? So you're saying that if a master didn't care about his methods, he would kill humans to make his servant stronger?
そうね。けど頭のいいやつならそんな
Welcome
無駄な
back.
ことは
We
しない
just
んじゃないかな。
we got past what we did last week. Finally.
Nice.
Yes, but I don't think a smart master would do such a thing. And I was just finishing telling them that, you know, hey, they can get energy from an orgy. I don't see any problem with this logic, you know?
いい？サーバントがいくら強力でも魔力の器そのものには限界がある。能力値以上の貯蔵はできないんだから殺して回るにしても限度があるわ。
You see, even if servants are powerful, there is a limit to their magical energy capacity. They can't store more than that capacity, so there is a limit to how much they can kill and collect magical energy. Why did you eat this soul, Carl? I had a craving that only souls could satisfy.
それにあからさまに殺人を犯せば教会が黙ってないし、何よりそのシーンからサーバントの能力と正体が他のマスターたちにバレかねない。もちろんマスター自身の正体もね。
The association wouldn't ignore you if you went around killing people, and most of all, other masters might figure out your servant's abilities and identify them from the cause of death. Not to mention the identity of the master as well. Not that that stopped the association in the past, because clearly we have construction accidents, poisoning, people dying from stab wounds. I'm pretty sure people have been killed already. They're very slowly getting to it.
正体を隠していた方が圧倒的に有利だから、普通のマスターならサーバントを出し惜しみするはずよ。
It is highly advantageous in the Holy Grail War to keep your identity a secret, so a normal master should be stingy about using their servant. Should be Shinji? Get in the robot, Shinjin. God, the new Quinnen reviews is so good, and there's so many quotes, because, like, that was even, like, Quinnen was, doing a take about Shinjin, and he said Shinji instead, and it's like, get in the robot, Shinjin.
Nice.
God, I love Quentin. I see. Certainly, If nobody knows that you are a master, there's no danger of other masters attacking you. Of course, 3 people know that you're a master, but okay. Conversely, if you know who the other masters are, you could definitely pull a surprise attack on them. By that theory, there won't be many masters that would have their servants attack humans and reveal their identity, unless they're Lancer. But we'll see how that goes.
よかった。なら問題はないじゃないか。マスターが命令しなければ、サーバントは無差別に人を襲わないんだから。
I'm glad. Then there's no problem. That means servants won't indiscriminately attack humans without orders from their master. Unless their master's an idiot.
でしょうね。
Idiot Master? Gee, I wonder if we're gonna be coming across them in this game.
自分から人を殺して回るやつはそもそも英雄だなんて呼ばれないだろうけど。もう断言はできないか。
Right. They are heroes, right? Someone who would go out and kill people wouldn't be called a hero in the first place. Well, no, I can't really say that for sure. Have you not read the story about Hercules? He killed a lot of people in the myths.
暴虐者だからこそ英雄になった例なんていくらでもあるんだし。
There are many examples of people becoming heroes just because they were a mass murderer. Just look at Jack the Ripper from Fate Extella or something like that.
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha, who is very cute but very young. Tosca makes an ominous comment. As it seems to be her true feelings rather than just sarcasm, a bit of strain in her personality might be showing. Whiplash! The soundtrack just changed to something peaceful after all that. Let's get back to the conversation. So, what are you going to do?
人殺しはしないっていうエミヤ君は他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するんでしたっけ?
Since you don't want to kill people, you're just going to watch. Is that right? You totally like to watch, you naughty boy.
Shut up.
Listen, she totally would say something like that.
Oh, totally.
I take back what I said. She really has a bad personality. She's a real bully, putting me on the spot and asking me that with a smile.
そうなったら止めるだけだ。サーバントさえ倒せば、マスターだっておとなしくなるんだろ?
I'll just have to stop them. The masters will calm down once they lose their servants, right?
はっきれた。自分からマスターは倒さない。けど他のマスターが悪事を働いたら倒すって言うんだ。
Unbelievable. You say you won't go out and kill other masters, but you also say you'll kill them if they do anything bad. Do you understand how illogical you are? You are a Schrodinger, whoever did the labyrinth, stairs thing, an MC Escher painting of logic.
エミヤ君、自分が矛盾してるって分かってる?
Emiya-kun, do you realize you're contradicting yourself?
都合がいいのは分かってる。けど、それ以外の方針は考えつかない。
Yeah,
どんなに論破されても変えないからな。
Yeah, I know it's selfish, but I can't think of any other choices. I won't change my decision no matter how much you argue against it. It's not about choice, it's about you're saying two things that don't gel together.
問題点が一つあるけど、言っていいかしら?
But there's one problem with that. Can I tell you what it is? You're thirsty for me and you don't want to kill me. Bam. She's plotting something. With that face, she's definitely plotting something. She is totally sus. But as a man, I have to listen. Is that in the code? Why was I not informed back when I was a guy?
Wait, what?
Is that part of the male code that as a man you have to listen to women? Is that... When was I supposed to know?
That's a pretty good rule. That's a pretty good rule.
Okay, what is it?
昨日のマスター覚えてる？エミヤ君と私を簡単に殺せとか言ってた子だけど。
Do you remember the master yesterday? The girl who was talking about killing you and me? How can I forget? They attacked us mercilessly.
あの子、必ず私たちを殺しに来る。それはエミヤ君にも分かってると思うけど。
That girl will come and kill us. I think you know that too. I see. That girl is a master too. Since she knows Tosca and I are masters, she will come and attack us someday. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but I do know it's a death sentence. At least, I know I can't stop such a monster.
あの子のサーバント、バーサーカーは桁違いよ。
Her servant, Berserker, is on a whole different level. Like, see, we're A tier, he is S tier. Like, in Japan terms, that is the top of the top.
Yeah.
マスターとして未熟なあなたにあれは撃退できない。自分からは何もしないで身を守るって言うけど、あなたは身を守ることさえできないわ。
You can't match it being an inexperienced master. You say you won't do anything except defend yourself, but you won't even be able to do that.
悪かったな。けど、そういう遠坂だってあいつには勝てないんじゃないのか?
Sorry, but you wouldn't be able to beat it either, right?
正面からじゃ勝てないでしょうね。白兵戦ならあれは最強のサーバントよ。きっと歴代のサーバントの中でもあれと並ぶやつはいないと思う。私もバーサーカーに襲われたら逃げ延びる手段はないわ。
I wouldn't be able to beat it head on. It's the most powerful servant in hand-to-hand combat. I don't think any previous servant could match it. Even I wouldn't be able to escape if Berserker attacked me.
それは俺だって同じだ。今度襲われたらきっと次はないと思う。
I feel the same way. I don't think I'll get another chance if it attacks me again. Unconsciously, I place my hand on my stomach. The wound on my stomach is healed now. No, you couldn't call it a wound. It was pretty much instant death, and yet you died twice, technically 3 times if you want to count the fire, and you're still alive. I don't... People are supposed to die when they're killed. He comes back more than Jean Grey. My nausea returns just at the thought of taking another blow like that.
そういうこと。分かった。何もしないままで聖杯戦争の終わりを待つなんて選択肢はないってことが。
That's right. Do you get it? You can't choose to wait until the Holy Grail War is over without doing anything.
それは分かった。けど遠坂、お前さっきから何を言いたいんだよ。ちょっと理解不能だぞ。
Yeah, I get it, but what are you trying to say? I don't quite understand. You get it, but you don't get it. Shirou, there are times I want to slap you and be like, first of all, you're going to have to attack Tosaka, but you're going to have to attack her too, and just stop being dumb, you himbo. Like, I like you, Shirou, but I want to slap you.
死刑宣告された俺を見るのが楽しいってわけでもないだろ。って、もしかして楽しいのか?
You're not having fun watching me being condemned to death, right? Or are you?
そこまで悪趣味じゃない。
I don't have such bad taste, Baka.
もうここまで言ってるのにわからない？要するに私と手を組まないかって言ってるの。
Geez, don't you get it after I've said so much? In short, I'm asking you if you want to join up with me. You're such an idiot. Nani? If I take that at face value, that's...
手を組むって俺と遠坂が
Join up? You mean me and Tosaka? You're asking me out on a date, aren't you?
そう私のアーチャーは致命傷を受けて目下治療中。完全に回復するまで時間がかかるけど、それでも半人前ぐらいの活躍はできるはずよ。
Yes, my archer received a fatal wound and is healing right now. It will take a while for him to heal fully, but he should still be about half as useful.
で、そっちはサーバントは申し分ないけど、マスターが足引っ張ってやっぱり半人前。ほら、合わせればちょうどいいわ。
And there are no problems with your servant, but her master is dragging her down, so she is half as useful as well. See, it adds up just fine. I am the best at math.
俺そこまで半人前なんかじゃないぞ。
Huh? I'm not that bad.
私が知る限りでもう3回も死にそうになったのに、1日で3回も殺されかける人間なんて初めて見たけど。
Even though you've almost died 3 times from what I know of, I think you're the first person I've ever seen almost die 3 times in one day. Yeah, you're very bad at this, Shirou.
I'm sorry, my mic was down just now. I just want to say, I just noticed Ryan's comment. Shirou, just stab Rin already. Why? Don't stab Rin. No.
He doesn't like Rin, but I'm gonna say right now, like, Shirou's almost died 3 times in one day. That's a new record.
Because they are in a war. I mean, fair, but it's like they're also talking. No, I love. Ah, okay, you love Rin. Okay.
But they're in a war. But that's... Everyone's turning into Mori.
同盟の対価ぐらいは払うわ。アーチャーを倒されたことはチャラにしてあげて、マスターとしての知識も教えてあげる。ああ、あと暇があればエミヤ君の魔術の腕を見てあげてもいいけど。どう？
I'll compensate you for the alliance. Ooh. I'll forgive you for beating Archer, and I'll teach you about being a master. Oh, and if we have time, I can look at your skills as a magus. How about it? That's not what I had in mind, but that could do. That certainly is an attractive proposal. Why use those words? Why are you so thirsty, Shirou?
I mean, looking at your skills as a magus could be a sexual thing. Just depends on how she means it.
It seems you have some skill in that area. I didn't realize your skill extended that much.
Trace on, brain off, horny on.
Oh god, horny on. As I don't know anything, Tosaka would be a reliable teacher. Teach me, Tosaka-sensei! Yola Trip, thank you. Don't forget to hit that follow button. And if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tosaka. Not because she's the girl I admired at school, or because the butt I admire is also attached to her. In fact, if I didn't know...
Anus is defenseless.
We're not there yet. God damn it!
Look, if you're gonna keep quoting people die when they are killed, even though we're not at that point yet, I'm gonna keep quoting her anus is defenseless until we get to that point.
Well, thank you for following, Inu, and thank you for being awesome. We'll get to her anus is defenseless later. God damn it. I was not prepared. My body was not prepared for that statement. Anyway, in fact, if I didn't know her like this, I wouldn't have felt this much resistance. The Tosca Rin in front of me is so different from how people describe her as an honor student. But talking to her, she is just Tosca, and it seems she's just as she appears. Cute, and stop it. Stop it with that expression on your face and that arm fold. Well, in other words, I'm saying I find her so much more attractive this way that I'm wondering why I even have to tell myself this. Shirou is thirsty! Shirou's so thirsty. Emiya-kun, I want to hear your answer. I'm in lesbians with you? Lesbian? The L word, the other L word. She urges my response. I'm in lesbians with you. Okay, now I have to save.
Ooh, is that a choice?
Yeah, choice. All right,
okay. That's weird. Okay, so no. Now I remember what fucking happens. Okay. So in the previous version of Rialto Newer, what happened was that they took this choice away because one of them leads to the Fate route, that being the top one leads to the Fate route, bottom one leads to Unlimited Blade Works. And like I said, in the previous version of Rialto Newer, like ages ago, the original version of Rialto Newer was split between 3 EXE files. Fate EXE, UBW EXE, Heavensville EXE. But in the original, here's how this works, if I'm not mistaken. Because I haven't played the Ultimate Edition. When I played the visual novel, it was through the 3 EXEs. And I believe how this works is that if you pick the second option before you have unlocked Unlimited Blade Works, it leads you to a bad end. So, but that bad end is obtainable within Unlimited Blade Works itself through a different means. So I say we leave that and just stick to the top option.
What should I label this choice? Fate route choice 6, is it?
I believe so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I think it's 7.
7. Choice 7.
Yeah, thanks, Inu. Yeah, thanks for confirming that.
Look at the booty. That's what I'm gonna call this. Look at the booty.
But yeah, Inu's confirmed it. So yeah, if you pick the bottom option, you get taken to a bad end, but that bad end is also obtainable within UBW. So I
do remember cooperating with her last time I did this. So yeah.
Yeah. Right. Cooperate and we'll get the bad end. Yeah, later.
There's no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I am unskilled as a magus. Even if it's temporary, if Tosca is going to give me a hand, I don't think there's any better option. Alright, I'll take that offer, Tosca. Honestly, it will really help me out if you do so.
Inu also makes a good point. It takes 2 hours to even get to that bad end if you try and do it now.
Oh god, no thanks. No thanks.
It's because the bad end happens on, like, the next day. Whereas in Unlimited Blade Works, the way you can get the bad end there is if you like, try and do it then, you know? Like, you can get the bat in then and there, whereas in this case, you have to wait 2 hours to get it.
Then it's decided. Let's shake hands. For now, let's stay allies until we beat Berserker. Rin, that's very lewd of you. Holding hands leads to pregnancy. Don't you understand? Oh, I see. That's how it'll be, huh? I guess it can't be helped, but that's easier to understand. I shake her hand, and now you're pregnant. Good job. I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Tosca's soft hand, I realize she is a girl. Of course she's a fucking girl. Like,
fucking, it reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 2, where like the fucking president like touches Raiden's crotch, and it's like, what the hell? And he's like, you're a man?
Of course she's a girl. You're the one pining for her after all this time. You're the one thirsting, and yes, people with boobs, you know, tend to be girls unless they identify as something else. But they can usually tell you. Tosaka identifies as a girl, so just In comparison, my hand, covered in scratches from messing around with stuff, is ill-suited. Is Shirou trans?
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Because just the way he says this... Ben.exe has malfunctioned, please reboot. Or is he saying Zen.exe? Just, this whole thing is just... boom, 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 boom. The instant I think so, I pull back, embarrassed. What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all? I was gonna make you my wife. No, it's not that. It's a real help to be able to ally with you. It's not that, so don't worry about it. That face.
I love how they take like the same poses but just do different faces to just give them a completely different meaning.
It's almost like my puppet rig. Speaking
of
which...
again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like, I take heavy inspiration from Fate when it comes to like how I use the puppets in the storyline segments, especially Hollow Ataraxia, because the sprites in that game are like much more animated, or portraits, I should say.
After making a puzzled face. She makes a malicious expression. What? I'll take back the agreement if you say something stupid. I will. I really will. Was that the first time you've held a girl's hand? Oh, cute little baby. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Shirou? You seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shirou. No, it's not that, but you know, Shigao. Shigao-yo. And I know this from One Piece. I've studied Japanese enough to know that Shigao is a very hard no. Shigao-yo. It means definitely not, no. And I love that expression. It's one of my favorite expressions. Shigao!
Okay, Sen. Okay, Sen. You finished like the first lesson on Rosetta Stone. That doesn't mean you're Japanese.
I took 2 years of Japanese in college.
I know. I'm quoting a video. Yeah, don't worry. I'm quoting a video.
Shirou, your boner is showing. Oh no, they noticed the bat boner. No, to be fair, we did meet who Shirou called his best friend, and fuck you, Shinji. I'm just embarrassed because it was Tosaka, but I can never say such a thing, and certainly I've never touched a girl so strongly before. Well, Fujine is an exception. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex. Wow. Hey, hold on. Choto mate. Wasn't there something weird in what she just said?
聞いてた通り、ほんと顔に出るのね。まあ、今のは追求しないであげましょう。変につっついて意地を張られても困るし。
You really do show your feelings on your face like I've heard. Well, I won't ask you about it for now. It'll be a problem if I poke fun at you and you get all sulky.
じゃあ、まずは手付金。これあげるから強力な貸しと思って。
Then here's a deposit. I'll give you this, so think of it as proof of our alliance. Oh, is this the HEC? Oh, it's just a book. Tosako puts a book on the table. It looks just like a diary. There's no title, and it is wine red. The color seems to suit Tosaka.
私の父さんの持ち物だけど、もういらないからあげる。一人前のマスターには必要ないものだけど、あなたには必要だと思って。
And now we're sworn brothers, time to drink. It's my father's, but I'll give it to you since I don't need it anymore. It's not something a full master needs, but I thought you might need it. Dear Diary, Emiya Shirou is a complete and total dork. Tosaka's eyes tell me to take a look. Then, please, excuse me. I open it to a random page. Then, there's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head. Oh no, it's a psychic book. Tosaka, what is this?
各サーバントの能力表よ。聖杯戦争には決められたルールがあるのはもう分かってるでしょ。それはサーバントにも当てはまるの。
It's the status of each of the servants. You already know the Holy Grail War has its set of rules, right? It's the same for the servants.
まず呼び出される英霊は7人だけ。
First of all, only 7 heroic spirits are summoned, with 7 rings in hand. 7 rings in hand.
その7人も聖杯があらかじめ作っておいたクラスになることで召喚が可能となる。英霊そのものを引っ張ってくるより、その英霊に近い役割を作っておいて、そこに本体を呼び出すっていうやり方ね。
Those 7 can be summoned only after they become one of the predetermined classes that the Holy Grail has prepared in advance. Instead of bringing the actual heroic spirit, it made a class similar to the spirit and called it into that.
口寄せとか降霊術は呼び出した霊を術者の中に入れて何らかの助言をさせるでしょ。それと同じ。
Spiritual spells which call forth spirits put the spirit in the caster's body, right? It's like that.
時代の違う霊を呼び出すにはあらかじめ箱を用意しておいた方がいいのよ。
There are only 7 Dragon Balls. To call forth a spirit from a different time frame, it's easier to prepare a case for them in advance.
クラス。ああ、それでセイバーはセイバーなのか。
Class? Oh, that's why Saber is Saber.
Yeah, this is basically so this is basically their explanation as to like, yeah, so these heroic spirits, you know, they all have their like all like, you know, histories and pasts, but essentially a single a single like holy spirit can like be put into multiple classes. So for example, you know, Saber here, I won't say their identity, but they can also be summoned as a Lancer. In fact, in Fate, in the recent Fate Granddaughter movies, that's based on the. I'm actually not going to say what the singularity is, because that's actually kind of going to spoil who the who the servant is. But who Saber is appears as a Lancer in those movies. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to actually say what the movie titles are, because that's going to spoil it.
There really are archers in the archer class, huh? that at least makes that statement make more sense.
Yeah.
そういうこと。英霊たちは正体を隠すものだって言ったでしょ。だから本名は絶対口にしない。自然、彼らを表す名称は呼び出されたクラス名になる。
That's right. I told you heroic spirits need to hide their identity, right? That's why they will never say their real names. Naturally, their summoned class becomes their name. What classes would Jesus fit into?
Costa. I can't see like him. I can't see Jesus wielding a weapon of some sort. So Costa.
So the 7 classes prepared are Saber, which we have, Lancer, Archer, so we've seen those. Rider we haven't met. Casta. Assassin. Assassin's Creed is part of the Fate universe. I'm saying it right now. Kairi was in Assassin's Creed and was pulled out of time to be an assassin in Fate. It all makes sense.
Also, I just thought of something else. Jesus could also fit as a ruler. Now, ruler's not something we find out about till like around Fate Apocrypha or such, so you don't have to worry about it now. But Jesus could also be the ruler class as well.
Bazaka. I love the way they say it. Casta. Bazaka. I love the English.
Shashin.
Hi, Shashin.
一つや二つはクラスの変更はあるみたいだけど、今回は基本的なラインナップね。通説によると、最も優れたサーバントはセイバーだとか。
There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes every Holy Grail wore, but we have a basic lineup this time to start. The standard opinion is that Saber is the best servant, by me because I said so, and I am jealous I'm gonna kill you and take Saber.
Wait, Ryan, excuse me, what? We see Jesus wielding a gun.
Does Jesus have Glock no Jutsu like in Naruto and Fortnite? For those who don't know, they added Naruto to Fortnite, and
you just use a gun as him. It's Papa bitch no jutsu.
He just makes the hand signs. Glock no Jutsu, and then shoots a gun, and the music stops. It's just like
Hi Fire Dragon. He's a first time chat. Hi there.
Hi Fire Dragon. God. Each class has their own. Papa bitch no jutsu. Does Naruto have to pop a 9 and bust a cap in your ass? and then do a dance to friggin' Nicki Minaj?
That game is so cursed now because of how many fucking properties are in it.
Ultra Instinct Naruto.
Oh god.
I can't. Somebody clip this because I can't. I just can't.
Naruto is so bad. Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask.
I like Naruto, but still. Oh my god. Anyway, I can't breathe. Okay. Each class has their own special characteristics, but the ability of the servants differ according to the rank of the heroic spirit summoned. Jesus Christ Superstar? What?
英霊の核。つまり生前どれくらい強かったかってことか。
Rank of the heroic spirits? You mean how strong they were when they were alive?
それもあるけど、彼らの能力を支えるのは知名度よ。
That also, but what strengthens their ability is their popularity. Naruto can create Glock no Jutsu because he's super popular with everyone when he was alive.
生前何をしたか、どんな武器を持っていたかってのは不変のものだけど、彼らの基本能力はその時代でどのくらい有名なのかで変わってくるわ。
What they did and what weapons they had do not change, but their basic abilities change depending on how famous they are in this time. For example, if it was, say, God, what's the name from, now I'm forgetting the name of the anime, God, damn it, I'm forgetting the name of the anime. My joke fell apart.
Which anime are you thinking about?
It's an anime with a bunch of spirits and a Noragami.
There you go.
The main character of Noragami, his abilities, because he doesn't have a lot of worship. He used to be a war god, but now he has no worship. But then you have someone like friggin' Thor in this time. Everyone talks about Thor. Naruto would be a really popular summon in this time.
英霊は神様みたいなものだから、人間に崇められるほど強さが増すの。
Thanks for the host, Darth. Hey, how's it going? And thanks for the clip. Glock no Jutsu. Like, we're gonna have so many highlights for this stream. Like, eventually we're gonna post the streams to the Zen gaming thing, but we're gonna post stream highlights to the main channel, and there's a lot that we can use for this one alone.
Ryan redeems 500 to Chug, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, that's some good shit. Heroic spirits are like gods, so they grow stronger the more people worship them.
存在が濃くなるとでも言うのかしらね。
Wait, someone already did it?
心霊が精霊に落ちるのと一緒で、人々に忘れ去られた
Yeah, no, two people clipped it.
Oh, thank you for clipping that. Like, I'm gonna be posting these to Twitter later, once I pull up the VOD and stuff. But like, it helps me keep track of like the more memorable parts of the stream, and it's fun for people who don't know anything about what's going on. I guess you can say it solidifies their presence. It's the same as divine spirits falling to the rank of spirits when they lose their faith. Heroes that are forgotten by the people do not have much power. It's like when people talk about Kana. Kana gets all of the power. But when people talk about Chiaki, it's not as much.
もっとも忘れられていようが知られていなかろうが、元が強力な英雄だったらある程度の能力は維持できると思うけど。
But then, even if they are forgotten or unknown, if he was originally a powerful hero, then I think he can keep his powers to some extent.
じゃあ、多くの人が知っている英雄で、かつその武勇伝も並外れていたら。
Then, if it's a hero everyone knows, and if their story was extraordinary,
間違いなく A ランクのサーバントでしょうね。
they would undoubtedly be a rank A servant.
そういった意味でもバーサーカーは最強かもしれない。
Berserker might be the strongest in that regard too. Yep, it's yokai versus kami.
何しろギリシャ神話における最も有名な英雄だもの。
After all, he is the most famous hero in Greek mythology. I mean, we don't talk about that Kratos guy, because apparently, like, he's not... like, that was a video game, but Hercules is pretty high up there.
近代の英雄たちはそれだけで特殊な宝具を持っているっていうのに、英雄自体が強いんじゃ手の打ちようがない。
The heroes from the Age of Gods have special noble phantasms just because of that. And if the hero itself is strong to add to that, there's nothing much we can do.
父さん、その宝具ってなんだ?
Tosaka, what is this noble phantasm of which you speak? What is this zenith of which you speak? Clearly, we just need to make everyone forget about Hercules. You know, that's actually kind of a good idea. What if they made people forget about the hero?
そのサーバントが生前使っていたシンボル。
Be a lot of fucking work for just one hero.
聖剣
Like,
の類はセットでしょ。
I don't know.
要するに彼らの武装のことよ。
It's the symbol that the servant used in their life. Heroes and their holy swords or demonic swords come as a set, right? Buy them now! Transmutation formers, more new items available. Super Fire Blast. So, in other words, they're weapons.
武器ってセイバーの見えない剣とか?
Weapons? You mean like Saber's invisible sword?
まあね。あれがどんな曰くを持っているか知らないけど、セイバーのあれは間違いなく宝具でしょ。
Yeah, I don't know what history it has, but it certainly is her noble phantasm.
言うまでもないと思うけど、英雄ってのは人名だけじゃ伝説には残れない。
I don't think I even need to say, but heroes cannot stay in a legend with just their names.
彼らにはそれぞれトレードマークとなった武器がある。
They each have a weapon that became their trademark.
それが奇跡を願う人々の思いの結晶。ノーブルファンタズムとされる最上級の武装なわけ。
That is the most powerful weapon, called a noble phantasm, the crystallization of people's desire for a miracle. So, Titus?
Hmm. 要するに強力なマジックアイテムってことか。
So, in short, a powerful magic item.
そうそう。ぶっちゃけた話、英霊だけでは強力な魔術、神秘には太刀打ちできないわ。
Right. To be blunt, heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries.
けれど、そこに宝具が絡んでくると話は別よ。
But it's a different story when the noble phantasms come in.
宝具を操る英霊は、数段格上の精霊さえ打ち滅ぼす。
Heroes wielding noble phantasms can even defeat spirits of several ranks higher than them.
何しろ、伝説上に現れる聖剣、魔剣は、ほとんど魔法の域に近いんだもの。
It's because most holy and demonic swords appearing in legends are close to the level of sorcery. For example, if you're aware of the Akatsuki, there's this guy called Kisame, who has a sword that eats chakra. That would be his noble phantasm. And once again, I'm explaining things in terms of Naruto. Horse, tiger, fire style, fireball jutsu.
Please stop your weep talk.
Transformation jutsu. You can't see it, but I'm making the hand signs. I learned this. I'm gonna be the king of the pirates. Wait. Okay.
最強の幻想種である竜を殺す剣だの、万里をかける靴だの、果ては神殺しの魔剣まで。
I'm having a great fun this stream.
Nah, this stream's great. This stream's been fun.
Swords that kill dragons, which are the most powerful Fantasia race. Shoes that run far and wide, and even god-killing demonic swords.
ともかくこれで無敵じゃないはずがないっていうぐらい英霊たちが持つ武装は桁が違う。
Anyways, the weapons heroes have are so extraordinary, it makes you wonder how they cannot be almighty, and somebody clipped that. Yes, thank you, Ryan.
サーバントの戦いはこの宝具のぶつかり合いにあると言っても過言じゃないわ。
I'm not overstating saying that the battle between servants is concentrated in the battle between noble phantasms.
つまり英霊であるサーバントは必ず一つその宝具を持ってるってことだな。
So, servants that are heroic spirits have at least one noble phantasm. Can they have two, though?
ええ。
Can they have two noble
一人の英
phantasms?
霊が持てるのは一つの宝具だけとされるわ。
Yes, as a general rule, one hero can only hold one noble phantasm.
Well, there you go.
大抵は剣とか槍ね。ほら、中国に破山剣ってあるじゃない？一振りしかできないけど、その一振りで山をも立つっていう魔術品。それと似たようなものだと思う。
Usually something like a sword or a spear. There's this weapon called the Mountain Destroying Sword in China, right? You can only swing it once, but it's a magical sword, so one swing will even destroy a mountain and such. I think it's kind of like that.
もっとも、宝具はその神明を呪文にして発動する奇跡だから、そうおいそれと使えるものじゃないんだけど。
No spoilers, please. I don't know what's going on with like noble phantasms. I know that technically Archer has two, but I'm just like I'm confused because they're only supposed to have one.
It's spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything about that. and yes. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just confused for a second. Yeah, Fire Dragon. In Fate's Day Night specifically, this is before they retconned it. So where, like, I don't even know like how many servants do have multiple noble phantasms because I haven't seen as many. But then again, I haven't gone that far out of the state because again, like I've said
in
before,
this game, it's supposed to be secret, so I don't want to like I'm not asking for spoilers.
Yeah, just keep that in mind since yeah. But hey, Zen, at the very least in this game, all you need to know is just each servant can only have one noble phantasm. So yeah.
Erg, I don't. But. However, noble phantasms are miracles that need to be activated by stating their true name, so it's not something they can use easily.
武器の名前を口にするだけで発動するんだろ？なんだって
As far as you know right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah,
as far as
just to reiterate to people, because again, I'm the person helping Zen along here, just to like guide her throughout the visual novel. So just to reiterate for people new to the streams, as to like how like my Fate knowledge, I've read the visual novel. I'm currently reading Whole Orthodoxia, though it's been a while. Like really got to get back to it. I've seen all the Stay Night adaptations. I've watched Zero. I've seen about half of Apocrypha, and I've dabbled a teeny bit into Grand Order, but I haven't gone like full on played the game. I've just seen a few of the anime, particularly the OVA and like one or two of the movies. But
meanwhile,
yeah,
I'm over
so
here
that's
saying,
as
"What's
far
a
as my Fate knowledge.
fate? What's a fate?"
So yeah, although I know a lot about Fate, it's mainly the main Stay Night universe. I haven't explored too much outside of it, so yeah, that's for me. Fate Go is just open spoilers, so we should keep away from that. Yeah, that's why I said, yeah, Fate Go assumes you just like know all the servant identities, so it's like don't yeah, oh, you're playing through Camelot, awesome. But it's like Fate Go assumes you know all the servant identities, whereas Fate Stay Night tries to keep as many of the servant identities a secret as possible. So Yeah, essentially, as especially the case with Saber and Archer. Now, Zen already knows Saber's identity because of Dr. Crafty's video. That's unfortunately something that Crafty, like, you know, doesn't... I'm assuming Crafty didn't really know that Stay Night specifically keeps the servant identities a spoiler. Now, with that said, there's a lot of people in the chat watching, particularly like Ben and Ryan and such, who haven't seen Fate, so don't start spoiling Saber's identity even still. But just know that that Zen does know her identity. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's activated just by saying the weapon's name, right? Why would that mean it can't be used easily? It's that face.
武器の名前を言えば、そのサーバントがどこの英雄か分かっちゃうじゃない。
Hey now, if you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is.
英雄と魔剣はセットなんだから、武器の名前が分かれば、持ち主の名前もおのずと知れてしまう。そうなったら、長所も短所も丸分かりでしょ?
A hero and his weapon come as a set, so once you know the name of the weapon, you naturally know the name of the owner. If that happens, you know every strength and weaknesses of that servant.
Ryan knows Saber's identity as well. Why does it have to be such a fucking common knowledge thing?
This is why I said with Danganronpa, the identity of the twist is too well known because everyone talks about it.
Yeah, like I for Danganronpa 1, I mostly managed to steer clear of spoilers, but the one thing I knew was that, like, I knew who the mastermind was because there's so much fan art of them.
Fan art has
so
been
well
the
known,
one
like,
thing,
you know,
like, you know, when it comes to Fate, like, the fan art did kind of spoil me in that regard because I already knew from the start who Saber was, because of fan art, and then Crafty, but Crafty's the one who made me want to play.
But you don't know who Archer is, and I want to keep it that way. Really want to fucking keep it that way. So
All right.
I've got my eyes.
Keep your eyes peeled like potatoes. I see. That's certainly true. Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used his noble phantasm. Something like being Ireland's child of light?
Oh, I thought I told you, Ryan.
I don't know nothing. So, if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes, each of them a heroic spirit suited to their class. These heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are the greatest trump card, but they cannot readily use them since they reveal their identity.
以上でサーバントについての講義は終わり。
That concludes the lecture on servants. This has been Teach Me Rin-Senpai.
詳しいことはその本を見ればわかるから、一息ついたら目を通しなさい。慣れてくれば、その本がなくても直感でサーバントを判断できるようになるから。
You should learn the details if you read that book, so take a look at it when you have time. If you get used to it, you should be able to identify the servant from intuition without reading the book. Wait. Oh, thank you for the follow, Fire Dragon.
Thank you.
I changed the notification sound to wow, and I heard, I'm just like, wait a second. It's a fairy tale like sound, and
I know the one you're talking about. It's like the
wow. I tried to make the notifications as gay as possible. For now, until we get the full notifications up. Saying that, Tosca stands up.
さて、それじゃあ私は戻るけど。
Well then, I'm heading home. I'm tired from explaining so much. Huh, yeah, thanks. I look up at Tosca, who's about to leave.
協力関係になったからって間違わないでね。私とあなたはいずれ戦う関係にある。最後の日になって他のマスターたちが倒れているにしろ、全員健在であるにしろ、これだけは変わらない。
Don't take this the wrong way. Even though we're cooperating right now, in our position, we will eventually have to fight. Once all the other masters are dead, or even if they are alive, this fact will not change. And I'm gonna have to slap your face silly for being so dumb.
だから私を人間と見ない方が楽よ、エミヤ君。
So, it'll be easier if you don't think of me as human, Emiya-kun. Clearly stating our position, Tosca goes home. Whew. We're nearly at the point where I'm blind. Alright, before we continue... Now, we have new screens! Look at all of this stuff. First of all, we have status, which is...
I'm actually gonna, cause there's a lot to unpack here, so I'd actually say, if we could, let's save this for the end of the stream. Let's keep going, and then let's save this stuff for the end of the stream, because there's a lot to unpack with these new status screens.
Okay, so we have a bunch of new status screens, but we also have weapon screens, which, unidentified axe sword for Berserker, a sword of rock that Berserker use. It is part of the foundation of a temple Einsburn prepared, and this itself was the catalyst used to summon Berserker. Heracles was skilled in archery, but since he has gone berserk, he has lost his former weapon and skills. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll save the status screen for the end of the session.
But yeah, look at all the stuff that we have here that's unlocked. It's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, is it because Tosca went home and my tension disappeared? My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room. A fight between masters, huh? I still don't understand what it is. How much explanation do we need to sit through until you understand?
Nasu, goddamn it, these you fucking... Look, Nasu has some really good aspects about his writing, but there's also like a very, like, large amount of tedium with it as well.
If I could put the knowledge into his head, I would. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's beyond me. It would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail. Why, I wonder? All I feel toward the Holy Grail is disgust. A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of a thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon these things called servants. And I'm hearing an echo on your end. Again.
Are you sure? I have my mic up.
Yeah, it's clearly coming from your end. It's not coming from me.
That's weird.
It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself. And the worst aspect of this thing is that the selection method is a battle. But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why... Rejoice, Emiya Shirou. My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War.
君の望みはようやく叶う。
Your wish will finally come true. It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way the sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. That's rough, buddy. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up. Oh yeah, her! Oh yeah, you forgot about Saber. What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosuka was here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. No, you're just worried that, you know, both of them wouldn't like you macking on them both at the same time. Now, if there was polyrap, that would be fine. I have been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. Tosuka didn't say the most important thing. I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tosuka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most, if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. I need to check on my waifu. God. I look through the house, bearing the dizziness. I look around where someone could be, all the guest rooms, but I cannot find Saber. That's weird. She's in that outfit. You'd think she'd be easy to find. Best girl GPS activate. There's no sign of the brave armor-clad Saber anywhere around the house.
Inu, we're not up to we're not up to heaven's feel yet, so best girl is not the focus.
So you say. Tosuka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. No, first of all, they say I'm a master, but just how am I a master? Shirou, I'm gonna bonk you on the head. We went through like 3 streams about how you're a master.
I mean, to be fair, like him specifically, like we still don't know exactly like why he specifically is a master. Like, how the hell did like just a random freaking command seal just pop up in his basement and like choose that he of all people was gonna be a master, you know?
I don't understand who she is nor how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank. That's right. Even if you give a guy that has only used old guns a brand new weapon, he won't know how to use it. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is, this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Woo, tank rampage! Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. Stop hurting yourself! How rotten of me, idiot. That was such an impolite complaint. World of Tanks? Girls und Bands? No, we're not World of Tanks. I apologize to the blonde-haired girl in my head. Now I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety.
ここにもいない。
She's not here either. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujine as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then
庭か蔵か。
the yard, the shed, or... There are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Just a heads up, guys, I'm planning to end the stream in 10 minutes.
I have actually a good point in which we can end. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want I want to stop before quiet time, but this is getting good. We're almost at the point where I stopped before. Maybe it suddenly hits me. Our schedule is Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights are Ratchet and Clank or PlayStation games. Thursday nights are visual novels or Fate Gay Night. And
currently we're doing Fate for Thursdays. We're gonna go through the entire visual novel. Then we'll move to something else. Then Holo Ataraxia. Then something else. And Tsukihime. You know, yada yada yada. We're gonna take it like.
Fridays. Friday is reading Zenbo, which is where I do live readings. We're currently reading Artemis Fowl. And Sunday is Bun Day, which is Final Fantasy XIV with my with Mars Girl and Suede. And Saturdays I stream over on Linkara's channel. Yes, we're gonna get Zenbo tomorrow. You're gonna get Zenbo tomorrow.
Yeah, so we do 4 times a week. I joined Zen every single week for Fate, and I try to be on some of the Zen Station streams, and now I'm joining for some of the FF14 streams as well, just for redeems and such.
And sometimes Nick is on. We're trying to balance it. It's hard because some weeks I have issues with my health as of late, and so some days I just take off, but you'll know when I go live. That's my normal schedule, and I usually announce on my Twitter when I go live, so. It suddenly hits me. Not the house, the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there is another large building in this place.
間違いない。
She must be there. I hurry. I head to the dojo, separated from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I will have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize the inconsistency. Even though I know nothing about her, I want her to stay. It's because you're thirsty and she saved your life. A wooden-floored room with nothing unnecessary. A dojo built only to train oneself in. In this silent place, in the faint sunlight. Cute! She's sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stiffens the air in the dojo. But there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure, it makes me forget.
Oh, I know. Inu's a fucking Saber fan.
Saber simps. Oh wait, we're not supposed to say that word. Well, don't say it in chat, but like, I'm gonna use it. Fuck that. It's not a bad word. It's because our figure is so pure. It makes me forget even about the cold winter air. Oh, God. I have to review Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I was gonna say it. We'll cover it in a second because like we're gonna just reach the point where I say we stop in just a second. So keep going, and then we'll do that.
Okay. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night. The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl clad in armor slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget even to breathe and continue to stare at her. He's so stupid he forgot to breathe.
Brain off.
Forgetting about Masters, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I have completely accepted Saber.
Once you change screens, I would save here, but don't turn off the game.
All right, we're gonna save.
Yeah, I was gonna take us to the next choice, but that's in about another 5 to 10 minutes, and we still have the status screen to look at in a bit. So yeah, I'd say this is a good place to end because this is essentially where Zen stopped last time. So we have officially caught up. Everything from here is blind from now on.
We are officially blind. One thing that I think we should do is, we don't have a lot of time, but I think when we start next stream, we should go through the status screen. That way we can use it as a refresher. And then
at the very least before we end, we can just because the thing about the status screen is that like it gives you details of all of the servants, but it has like different pages for them. So I think at the very least what we can do before we end the stream, aside from the mini review, is we can just go and like quickly glance at the servants pages without like really looking too deep into them. So
and we'll get into that later. So first of all, Tim Burton's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't like it. Look,
I do.
I find it annoying. I didn't need to know about Willy Wonka's backstory. I just, for me, it's dark and unappealing. There are some things that it does better, and I think it makes the factory much more accessible, less like an actual factory, more like someplace a child would want to be. But overall, it's not a good movie in my mind. I much prefer the wilder version for my take.
I can very much see why people wouldn't like it. I personally really like it. I think the kids are better in the new version. I think seeing Charlie's life before heading into the factory is better. Like I completely understand the Wonka thing. The whole delving into Wonka's backstory, I think that's stupid, that we shouldn't have done that, but yeah, I personally like it. I think the good parts outweigh the bad. I say Hakuno is more of a himbo there from Extra. I don't know. I like this story and go into the poly relationship. Isn't Hakuno also you can make Hakuno a boy or a girl? So yeah. I personally wouldn't be calling them a himbo because I'd be playing girl Hakuno, but that's me.
And anyway, what did you want me to touch upon briefly for the classes? Because, like, I mean, okay, for right now, we got our Berserker. We know most of the things about Berserker.
Yeah, like basically on the status menu, and forgive me because there's a bit of delay on my end because right now it's still on Saber. But yeah, as you can see here on just the on just the main pages themselves, because you can see at the bottom there's abilities, details, skills, noble phantasms.
We're just going to go through all that next time.
Yeah, we'll go through all that next time, but like just abilities, we'll keep the abilities right now. So if you just go from the top with Saber, you can see like the master name, true name, sex, height/weight, alignment, and then you can see all the different attributes at the bottom with the different with like the different stats. So this will update as the game goes on, obviously. So yeah, just as a bit of a refresher, here's who everyone is, what their master is, what they're proficient at. You can see that Saber is not very proficient at I think that's Constitution and Agility, but she's very proficient at Strength and Magic and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, and do remember that.
I'm gonna go through all their detailed stats and stuff later, but for right now, like a lot of this stuff, there's a lot of different like windows and stuff that we can go through next time. And there's stuff that obviously we don't know. Like we don't know anything about Assassin, so it's blank. We don't know who Caster is.
Assassin's page. Yeah,
and we don't know who Rider is.
Blank. Yeah, those three are blank, but Lancer, Archer, and Berserker we all know, even if we don't. Yeah, even if we don't know Archer's identity, we don't know Lancer's master, and but Berserker we know everything.
We know everything about, and we're gonna go in detail for Herc next time. But with that being said, it is now 11 o'clock on my end. We've been going for 2.5 hours. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for watching. I'm Zenith Warrior Princess, the cutest of buns. We will touch base next week with more.
And next week we'll start. Next week we will start on time because I was an idiot and thought we were starting at an hour later, so that's why we pushed the stream back half an hour. So next week we should be going the full 3 hours as opposed to 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, next time we're
200 points to hydrate.
What?
200 points to hydrate.
Okay, I was going to do a spiel, but okay. Wasn't even an ending spiel. All right, I have hydrated. All right, so first of all, next time we're going to be meeting up is going to be reading Zenbo with more Artemis Fowl with the hardcover version of the book. I'm actually on the Eternity Code for where I am for audiobooks, but we're reading the first book still. And the next time we meet for Fate Gay Night, we will touch upon all of these stats. It's going to be D&D night. It's going to be great. And learn about them.
The stats shouldn't take too long. We'll probably spend about 10-ish minutes on them, 10 to 15 minutes, and then after that we'll hopefully be able to finish all of day 4 in the next stream, especially if we go for 3 hours. And but with that said, to end the stream, fucking Fruity redeemed 3 things all at once. So he redeemed 500 to Chug. He redeems 900 for girls and 600 for Talk Like a Bunny. You want to just multitask with those?
Okay. Okay, I gotta change this. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, girls, the peon girls, bunny girls are the best. I mean, Rin's pretty cute, and that Saber's pretty cute, but the cutest girls are the bunny girls. Oh my gosh. I love the bunny girls. They're so good. They hippity hop and hoppity hip hop. They don't stop to wop. They're great. And with that being said, I am Zenith Warrior Princess, the cutest of buns, saying thank you so much for watching, and tune in this Monday night at 7 p.m. for Danganronpa, a 2.5 hour review. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye-bye.